Hello everyone and welcome. My name's Suzanne from Non-Stop Papercrafts. Welcome back to my craft room. So today I'm doing a second unboxing for Beebeecraft. This is for one of their new dies that they have. So before we dive in, I just wanted to give you an overview again of the Beebeecraft website. You can see they advertise their YouTube program and their affiliate program on their site. So if you would like to receive some freebies to do a review, then you need to fill out those forms. They sell a wide range of different craft items. Most of it seems to be jewellery making related, but there are also wax seals and dies and stamps and all sorts of things. They also use lots of well-known brands. In my last unboxing video, which I will link down below, one of the brands that I've tried before is Craspire. So today's video is for their new Super Dant dies, and here are just a few of them, just so you can kind of take a little look. So they are mostly for earrings, but as you can see there are lots of envelopes and wallets and lots of other interesting shapes. So we've got a handbag there and some florals, we've got bows there. But yeah, now we come to the kind of earring designs. There's even the earring card holders, which I think is really clever. Just so many different ones to choose from. As I said in my last video, I do like to pick dies that I can use in a wide range of crafts. I like to make journals, cards and mini albums, so I try to pick something that fits all of those. So when I chose my die to make a review on, I made sure it was something that I could use in all areas. So here is the die that I received. So as you can see, it's one of the Super Dant dies. They give you some example shapes on the front of the types of things that are cut. It is cut for cutting thicker materials. So normal thin knit dies are for papers and card. This one is for thicker materials, so fabrics or chipboards, that kind of a thing. And as you can see, they've got the logo on the back. And then again, just letting you know what sort of materials you can cut. So it's a nice blue die, as you can see, quite thick, similar to other well-known brands. It's got the name of the company on the side, and then you can see the cutting board on the bottom. So this is the wallet that I chose. Now you may not be able to see it very well in the video, but it does have a stitching around the edging as well. And then yeah, just underneath those foam pads is where the die would actually be that cuts into your paper, card or fabric. When it came to testing this die out, I do have a couple of different die cutting machines. They're all Sizzix ones. As you can see, this is my Sizzix Big Shot plate, and while it's wide enough for the die, it's not long enough, and I don't have the extender plates for my Sizzix Big Shot. You can of course do this in two parts, so I could do the bottom section first and then do the top section if you do not have the extender pads, but I do have a Sizzix Big Shot Plus, which is obviously a lot larger, so I think I'm going to try it with that one instead. Now I know it's a bit tricky to see on the screen, but they are much larger cutting plates and easily fit over this die. So yeah, the Big Shot Plus is what I'm going to use, but as I say, you can absolutely do this on your Big Shot. You just need the extender plates if you have them. Okay, so to give this a really good test, I'm going to use a few different materials. So this is a thin card, so it's about 160 GSM. I've already cut it down to size so it fits the die. So I'm going to try card first. Next, I have a piece of material. So this is a thicker cotton. It is quite a thick fabric. It's not one that I can tear very easily. I do have to cut this one. And again, I've just trimmed it down to size so that it fits the cutting plate. And lastly, I'm going to try some denim. So denim obviously being a much thicker material, more tricky to cut, I thought this would be a really good tester for this die. So I've just pulled in my Sizzix Big Shot Plus to the side. I do have to do this to the side because this is a huge machine, and then I'm just going to test it one material at a time. So laying my die down, the first material I'm going to try is the card, and I'm just going to whiz that through my machine. And as you can see, that has cut really, really well. The card literally just pops straight out, which is really good. And not sure how well you can see it on camera, but there is that stitching detail around the edges too. So onto my second material. So this is the thicker fabric. As I say, it's quite a thick cotton. It's not very easy to tear. So I thought this would be a really good tester. So just going to run that through the machine as well. And so as you can see, the second material just pulls straight out. I couldn't see the stitching detail as I could on the card, but that could just be due to the fabric. I did have one thread kind of caught on this one that kind of held it attached to the main part of the fabric, but easily just pulled away. And again, has cut really well, just none of that stitching detail. And last but not least is the denim. Now I do this in two parts, only because, as I said, I didn't have a piece of denim that was long enough to do the whole thing. So I am doing this in two parts, and we'll see how well that cuts. And as you can see, just by lifting off that top plate, it has cut that out perfectly as well. So even denim, it cuts through flawlessly. So very happy with that. Okay, so just to take a look at the cuts again. So this was the green card. So I'm just lifting up here so you can see the stitching around the edging. It really shows up really well on this green card. There isn't a score line down the middle, so you do just have to kind of do the folding yourself. But as you can see, easily done, just lining up the edges. And then obviously you've got the tab that folds over the top as well. And as you can see, it looks like a cute little wallet. And then when you open it up, you can obviously put your pocket in. So as I'm using card, this could be glued in. You can of course use your sewing machine to sew around the edge. So it's attached in, and then which way round you have your pocket is entirely up to you. You can of course cut two, so you've got one either side. You could even possibly have one on the back as well. So yeah, lots of options with these, which I quite like. Okay, so this was the floral material. And as I said, I did have that teeny little piece sort of catch as it was coming out. That was the only little bit that didn't cut out quite so smoothly, but a little trim and that's all sorted. It doesn't have the stitching detail, but again, I think it works just fine. You just need to obviously put your folds in, and it's still a cute little wallet. So this I would actually sew around, and again possibly make 2 pockets, so you can have one at the top and one at the bottom. You could also perhaps mix this with the card as well, so that you have obviously a bit of structure to it. So just here I'm putting the card inside, and then again you can either glue or stitch around just to kind of give it that stability, where I've used like a cotton fabric. I think that would look quite cute, doing some stitching around the edging. And then obviously you can play around with your pockets, so you could have one card pocket and one fabric pocket. Actually, I think that looks quite cute. And so the last one was the denim pocket. I thought this cut really well as well, considering it's denim and obviously a bit of a thicker material, but it did cut really nicely. Again, I would probably have 2 pockets, so I would cut that pocket out twice because I think 2 would look better. But again, it just folds brilliantly into shape. Although you can't see it very well on the camera, there is a stitching detail. You can see that in real life. I know you can't on the camera, but it is there, which I really like. But yeah, it wasn't on the green material, but it is on the denim. So again, I'm just messing around with the pockets to kind of see where I think they could go. But as I said, I would probably cut it out twice so that I have a double pocket. But I'm really pleased with how well it cut through all 3 of those different materials. Well, thank you for joining me for this review of this die. I will have the Beebeecraft website down below, so you can go and take a look at their products yourself. There is also a discount code which you can use as well to get a discount off your order. That will be in the description box below as well, so make sure you take advantage of that. I'll be putting together another video where I'm using this die in a project just to kind of really see how versatile it is and what I can do with it. Perhaps using some of these materials that I've already cut out as well, just to really put them through their paces. If you would like to see that and you are not already a subscriber, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Also click the bell so that you are notified of any new crafty videos. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful crafty day, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. I'll see you later now. Bye bye.